So, here we go.
It was filled with childish frustrations and complexes. The police are searching for James Thomas.
Hello, hello, hello. You're listening to Midnight Movie Gang. It's currently 8:37 p.m. Night Movie Gang. This is my second record of the day. This is LC. I'm your host, and I'm here with my boy Joseph.
What's up?
What's good? What's good? If this is your first episode, which that's very possible. it's a new movie. It's a big movie. You know, something funny that Courtney was commenting about when we saw this in theaters the other day, is that like all the trailers were for like, I don't even. It was for like big budget. It was like Marvel trailers and like the kind of like
we got all Disney shit.
Disney shit. Yeah,
it was like
same
all they advertised like the parks and like Disney Channel like sitcoms and shit. Like what?
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute. So I like pulled out my phone and I was like, what is this movie rated?
And you were like, oh,
I was like, what? It's PG-13, a Predator movie?
I was trying to keep.
I had AVP flashbacks.
You were like, oh god, the PTSD.
Yeah, no, I was like, uh-oh, I probably shouldn't have looked that up.
Yeah, that Tetsuo, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And it flashes of AVP. Flashes of AVP. You see her with the fucking alien spear. Oh god. Lex, or I had AVP on in the background earlier today for ambiance of getting in the zone.
I think AVP. I think of two shots. I think of that xenomorph that gets its face cut off, and
and it like falls off,
and the
it's a cool
Predator
shot.
giving the protagonist "fuck me eyes."
Oh yeah, no,
and your
yeah, no,
mom's
he was
calling that.
no,
out.
yeah, oh yeah, no, my mom definitely thinks he has sexy eyes, 100%. I was telling her it was funny. I actually was calling my mom earlier today, which by the way, she's I don't know if she listens to episodes, but she's on TikTok now.
Oh shit.
And she's been liking all of our TikToks.
Yo.
And she said today that she like checks out the show, and she said, so mom, if you're listening, love you. Yeah. And you know what's funny is that I was telling her we're talking about Predator Badlands today actually, and she's like, wait, that was real? She's like, I thought that was an AI.
Oh man, that speaks volumes.
It's so funny. But what's it called? What are we getting at? But point is, what I'm trying to say with like all the thing is like this. As far as like I'd realize like whenever we go to the movies, it's like it's always for like indie weird shit. Mm-hmm. But it's like, oh no, this is a popcorn crowd pleaser.
Yep. This is the first 4-quadrant Predator movie.
Yeah, this is the Predator movie where it's like we're getting
the kids. This is a Disney adventure.
It's a family picture.
It is
down to the sidekick, fucking like animal companion.
Yeah, yeah. My least favorite part of the movie.
Down to the monkey guy, but we'll get into that. But
from Shrek.
Yeah, but long story short, what's it called? What I want to get into, I didn't do the vibe thing for Ian, but what was I gonna say? Long story short, though, and we're kind of even already kind of talking about it. I know this is a franchise that we cover. If you listen to the show at all, you know that like Alien vs Predator is like our bread and butter, our main kind of deal. And this question may seem kind of moot, Joseph, but basically, I wanted to ask, what did you know going in? What were you expecting going in? Like, what were you kind of like leading up? Like, what did you kind of know? Like, tell me about what you were thinking when you were going in before you read PG-13.
Well, as for like the trailer, as with like most movies that I like plan on going to see and like look forward to seeing, I try to like keep myself as in the dark as possible on like production shit and like new trailers and stuff. If I've already made up my mind I'm gonna go see a movie, I try to avoid it. So I really just saw like the first trailer in front of like a movie or something, and I was like, "Uh-oh," is like, because
it's Predator. Automatically, it's like we're gonna learn more about Predator lore.
Yeah,
and I know that you're not a Predator lore guy.
A little red flag went up in my brain, and then like, oh, the Predator's like the protagonist, and he's going on like an adventure. That's interesting, but like, what kind of kept me interested was the fact that this is directed by
Trachtenberg.
this Trachtenberg guy, who clearly like
This Trachtenberg
this
fella.
this individual. He clearly loves Predator, and he loves he. To me, he comes across as a guy who like looks at Predator, and he kind of like, it's like our podcast where we like, man, wouldn't it be cool if this is like you put Predator in this kind of situation, this kind of genre.
He's a fanboy. He's also something that I think really comes through, not just with it, but in all of his films. Dan Trachtenberg is a big gamer.
Yes,
And
you
he
can
talks-
tell in this movie.
Indeed, and he talks a lot about like how video games are actually like a big inspiration on his filmmaking. Actually, he kind of got big before getting into Hollywood through doing. He had some really popular YouTube like fan films of there's. I don't know if you've seen Portal: No Escape.
Ooh, no.
You might have seen clips of it back in the day. I'm gonna hold up. But it was a fan film directed by him, and it was like a really gritty. You've probably seen bits of it on.
It sounds like something I would have watched when I was on YouTube at age like 12.
I would bet money that you've seen it. One second, I'm going to bring it up, and
I probably have.
but keep talking while I find that. Hold up.
But yeah, no, it's weird. Like, I will say right off the bat that I do like this movie. I think it's
As do I. I think it's ultimately more than as people at home. As far as our spoiler free, I think this is a really fun time.
yeah.
I think it's a very
it's a big budget
yeah.
Disney sci-fi adventure movie starring the ugliest protagonist I think it's been in any movie ever.
It's very well polished. It's a lot of fun. The story is so easy to understand.
Oh my
like
God.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like it really is just like it is a video game story.
Yeah.
It's God of War 2.
Yeah, no, it is.
Pretty much.
It's God of War. It's got this like the same kind of dynamic. I think you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You texted that to me.
With Mimir, yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's basically Mimir, which by the way I'm gonna say more again later, but like whenever they make the God of War movie or TV show, there's no one else I want to touch it.
No, yeah.
Than Dan Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Yeah, I agree. That'd be sweet. No, the movie does feel like a video game. Like this is like it's weird. It's weird to have a movie that's from it's referencing two series of horror movies, and
this
this is sick.
This is Portal No Escape. So, folks at home, sorry, I'm showing Joseph screenshotting him the
Oh,
Portal
yeah,
No Escape.
I watched this.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
So this is directed by Dan Trachtenberg. This came out in on his YouTube channel, which he only has
14 years ago.
Jesus.
Dan Trachtenberg's official YouTube channel has less than 50,000 subscribers.
Oh, and he's only got two
videos. The video and the making of the video.
I'm gonna subscribe, Dan. There we go. What if honestly, wait, what if he subscribes back to the Midnight Movie Gang YouTube channel?
Oh,
that'd be a hell of a
fucking awesome.
That'd be a hell of a guest to have on the show.
That would be fucking sweet.
Shit. Well, I'll send him a message and see if
just getting the follow would be amazing.
Yeah, that by itself. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, Joseph.
No, you're good. I forgot what I was saying anyway. It's fine.
I think you were talking about.
It's interesting the genre change that we're doing here.
In this movie, we're fully away from horror. We still have gore elements.
Yeah,
but like
it's like Samurai Jack. Like honestly, this whole movie reminded me a lot of Samurai Jack and kind of Gendy.
Tarkovsky.
Yeah, Gendy cartoons in general. Like
there's
Primal.
some Primal.
It reminded me a lot of Primal, and like it's rated PG-13, but we're still gonna cut up as many monsters and robots as possible because they don't count. It's to say it reminded me a lot of like an action cartoon. Like this whole movie felt a lot like an action cartoon. It's like a completely different tone from. It's interesting, like this and the stuff that carries over. I think he borrows more from Prey than the rest of the Predator movies. Like he's way more focused on his own movie, which is interesting.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, as far as like, he kind of basically took a lot of the elements of Naru's story from Prey, and that, like, even down to the fact that like has the sibling that
it's like they mirror each other. Yeah, they say the same thing.
Kind of thing, but really just kind of taking it to that next like in just inverting it in a weird way by having it be with the Predators. And talking a little bit about what I was feeling going in, as far as like, I remember when I first heard the idea that that Predator Badlands would be a movie starring the Predator. Skeptical, I guess, is the right word, as far as like, I had my doubts, but the thing is that at that point I think only Prey was out when it was announced. And then Killer of Killers came out, and I really, really like Killer of Killers. And that was also directed by Dan Trachtenberg, by the way. Then the first, the trailer for this got me hyped. I was really enjoying the visuals. Also, the fact that, honestly, the biggest thing that was pushing me, that was making me excited about the movie / like, how do I put it? This does make me more excited for Alien vs. Predator 3, even though, spoilers, aside from the fact that Weyland-Yutani is in this movie, they don't necessarily, they don't directly set up that, but you could see where you could go if you wanted to use some of these characters, like elements of this, you could.
See, this may actually had the opposite effect on me. This made me a little bit more worried about Alien vs. Predator 3. Yeah, because I honestly what do you think the chances are the Predator and Alien vs. Predator 3 is going to be this Predator?
Is going to be Deck?
Yeah.
It's pretty possible, especially, I mean, it all depends kind of on how much control they're going to... The reason why I say it got me more excited is the fact that, this... How do I put it? I think this movie succeeded in working. As far as, it
does, yeah.
You can do things with this property and these characters that I think works for... And because another thing that's important to note is that general audiences are really enjoying this movie. Fans and kind of new people, casuals alike.
Yeah, this is going to do something for the franchise.
Yeah, it's also financially, it is currently Monday, November 10th, so it's the Monday after the opening weekend of this movie. And it has grossed $80 million, which is the highest opening weekend of the Predator franchise, apparently. Especially including Prey, since Prey got a streaming release. Which, that's another thing to note, is that this is the first Predator movie since Predators, Adrian Brody Predators, that has had a theatrical release.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because Prey and Killer of Killers were both streaming only.
Two.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is that if the movie was projected to make $60 million. It made $80 million this weekend off of a $105 million budget.
Yeah,
and
it's doing really well critically too.
Yep, and because of that critically and also positive word of mouth, I think we're not going to see a huge the movie's going to make its money back. So I think it's a thing where it's it's going to depend on how much is Disney going to come in and fuck with the toys, because especially if it's a thing where it's Fede Alvarez has said that he wants to co-direct with Dan Trachtenberg on an AVP3, which I think is
this movie kind of already felt really studio intervention-y for me. It felt specifically the funny little comic relief character.
Yeah.
And kind of the jokiness of
some of the
this movie felt like this is firmly a big budget Disney movie, tonally.
Yeah, Lion King with an ugly protagonist.
Yeah, it was cool and it hits all the beats really well, but it feels like a Hollywood Disney is looking and giving notes kind of movie.
Yeah,
that's another part that makes me nervous, because that means since this movie did really well and these movies are now going to be money makers, AVP3 is going to have a lot more studio intervention, I think.
Yeah, it's a thing where it's you look at what's it called? I understand the worry. You look at something with Romulus and Prey, and especially I think about Romulus and Prey the most because those movies were produced around the same times. As far as and each at a point where Disney was kind of all our Marvel movies are sucking. We're gonna, because Prey and Romulus also I think had around similar I think between 30 to 60 million ish budget, both those movies. Where Disney was we don't know what to do with this franchise. We trust you, fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Do what you want with it. Do it. And those became successes. And now, I get what you mean as far as Badlands kind of looks like it is that thing where it's like, okay, Disney had their bigger, especially I think with the little creature for sure. That kind of makes sense. The little what's Bud, I think they call him. But how do I put it? Based off of mostly interviews with Dan Trachtenberg, this and also just from the movie itself, I still feel like he had a lot of control behind the chair. Like I don't necessarily think.
Well, yeah,
it's
way too weird for him not to have. Like I agree.
Also, I think it's a thing where like the elements that work and the elements that are respectful to the franchise, I think, are really, really strong. If we're talking about in particular, I think the first half of this movie, the first third especially, the opening, the setup, I think is like damn near perfect.
Yeah.
Like the first 30 minutes, we don't hear any English. It's just like
So I think the risks that this movie take are like clear, like strong directorial decisions. Like the fact that the protagonist doesn't wear his mask the whole time. He's got the mandibles. He looks like a predator. Like they nerfed him obviously a little bit, and that's part of what I think is like they obviously have to make him look a little more, a little less like monstrous, I guess.
I think they made his eyes a lot bigger.
His eyes are bigger
and less monstery. I remember the first trailer for this movie. His eyes look a lot smaller.
Yeah,
like he's a lot uglier in the
less
first. Let me see if I can
sunken.
actually find that.
His
yeah,
the mandibles look like a strong jawline and like cheekbones now. Like, but
why is he hot?
He's still a monster. Like he's just kind of, he looks like a Star Wars alien now instead of like a movie monster. It's weird because this is a design made to be a scary monster to kill like commandos in the desert. Yeah, that's not what he looks like in the movie.
Yeah, he's a lot less Krusty Krab looking in the movie. This is the first trailer. Me and Joseph were just looking at the first teaser. I remember thinking like, yeah, they definitely made his eyes bigger. They gave him more like, I think they made his mandibles smaller too, as well.
It's so interesting to me, like the fact that it's a predator who looks like a predator, and the fact that this movie takes these like movie monsters and turns it into a protagonist, and it got this much, like, to your
big
point.
Old budget.
Yeah, to your point, like they had that much trust in that idea. I think that might be a good sign. It just depends on like how influenced they are by how successful this movie is.
Yeah, it's a gamble that really paid off, and it's like
I think it was the right decision not having them speak English.
Yeah, 100%.
And the solution for the android being able, like, just speaking English and also speaking his language.
They went through that real quick, didn't they? It's where it was real like, what about this universal translation?
The dumbest, most nonsensical part of the movie, but I can't think of a single thing they could have done different. Like,
yeah,
because you can't have her also speaking that language with subtitles the whole movie. That'd be ridiculous.
No.
And you can't have the fucking predator speak English. That's also ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's just make some shit up and just hope you don't dwell on it for too long.
Yeah. It's something that's really cool is that the actor who betrays Deck, and it is a whole ass performance. Demetrius Schuster. Cut him. I can't pronounce the last fucking name. That like they didn't have to modulate his voice that much. I was actually looking at an interview a little bit ago where he speaks some Predator, and it's like, damn, he sounds exactly like.
So the body actor was also the voice actor.
Yeah, he's the voice actor. It's like a whole
That's cool.
thing. And I mean, as far as like talking a little bit about, I do want to break into the story, but now that we are kind of talking about the characters, or at least we're talking right now just about how impressive it is that they made a Predator a protagonist, the protagonist, and it works. I want to specifically talk about how, like, in terms of just this character, they did a great job at making you care about Deck.
Yeah. Like,
off the bat. And also, like, make you give a shit about his goal. Wait, what's up?
No, I mean, I think they clearly, like, I was just realizing, I think they, like, really heavily based him on Kratos.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely a big influence. Because, like, his arc is similar. His attitude is exactly the same, and like you said, they even strap a funny little accepting character who puts up with him being mean to her.
Swinging my hips from the bloody deck of the Yautja.
Swinging my hips.
Swinging. Yeah. Well, no, Elf. She swings her hips later when she gets her legs back.
That is true.
Yeah, but speaking of which, let's start breaking into the plot a little bit. So this movie opens with first off opens with I think the moment I texted it to you that the opening little title thing of the like the Predator Creed or whatever. It's Yautja is prey to none, Yautja is friend to none, Yautja is predator to all.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, I feel good.
Got it.
Got it. War, awesome. I'm into it. And then
and they are just Klingons in this.
Yeah, pretty much. It is a war culture. I do appreciate that. Speaking to your point, just about the we still don't learn a whole lot about Predator society. We get this view of this brother and the father. And we don't see like the whole clan. There isn't like a big exposition scene where they talk about like, you know, for generations our clan, like we don't get like a whole history.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the simple thing of like it's time for your manhunt.
Yeah.
You're training, you're a runt. Like we don't like we see a bit more of the world and we
Yeah.
can kind of like infer a few more things.
They live in
but
these kind of nomadic clans.
Yeah.
Specifically on this continent, I guess, because like we were saying, like as far as I know, Alien vs. Predator Requiem is still canon.
There's some continuity. There's always going to be.
We cannot like join these two franchises and keep those movies canon.
There's some automatic continuity errors like going on all over the place. Like as far as and Dan Trachtenberg actually said, and he kind of not backed himself into a wall a little bit, but he said in an interview that Predator Badlands, and he said specifically in the Alien and Predator timeline, he said, honestly, to avoid any continuity error stuff, because he also said that like this movie was being made before Alien Earth, like production started before Alien Earth. It started while Alien Romulus, I think, was in post-production.
Crazy. And
he hadn't seen, and Dan Trachtenberg said that this movie takes place way in the future after everything for himself to avoid continuity. And I remember hearing that and thinking, oh, you might have fucked yourself then.
Yeah,
You're not a real fan. Because specifically, I was thinking Alien Resurrection, which is before this movie now. Resurrection takes place the furthest 200 years after the end of Alien 3. And
when Walmart rules the world.
Walmart, that's the exact thing. I was like, wait, they say that Weyland-Yutani doesn't exist. Although, and actually right before this episode, I put in Alien Resurrection. I'm like, I need to go to this scene because I need to know. So they only say that Weyland-Yutani went under in the extended cut, in the director's cut of Resurrection.
Yeah, it's like a cut Walmart joke.
Yeah, in the theatrical cut of Resurrection, that conversation, she says like, oh, like everyone in the company will die, and they're like, what do you mean, what company? And then they're like, oh no, Weyland-Yutani, Ripley's former employers. This is a military operation. They
don't explicitly say it.
They don't say that Weyland-Yutani doesn't exist. They just say that like the governing body that is doing the bullshit in Resurrection is not Weyland-Yutani.
Right.
So Weyland-Yutani could still be out there.
Yeah, and Ripley doesn't still work for them because she died.
Yeah. And another thing too, and another as far as like, and this is another thing to see what we're gonna get. Sorry, sorry if I'm rambling. I'm just
There's a lot. It's important.
There's a lot to go through.
This movie makes you think of the timeline.
Not only that, but it's like this is a franchise that's like all these dots pointing. Another important factor that's going on. So Sigourney Weaver recently, and I feel bad that I can't source it. A lot of this is from like seeing TikToks and like going through some stuff. Sigourney Weaver was at some con, some like Comic-Con, Alien Con, whatever the fuck recently. And they asked, and it was on a panel, and a fan kind of straight up asked her, like, hey, is Ripley coming back at all in, like, any way, like in a movie or, like, in a show, whatever? And she said, I can't confirm anything, but what I can say was she said that, like, she went on to basically say, to answer this question, saying that for a long time she was done with Ripley, saying, like, her story is done. I don't, like, Ripley is, like, there's nothing more they can do with this character. But she said that somebody from Fox Studio, like from 20th Century Studios, Disney, whatever, somebody approached her with a pitch. There wasn't a script being written yet, but there was an idea they had to bring Ripley back, and she didn't give any details as to what it was. And she said, they gave me this pitch, and they had this idea for where Ripley would be that I had never thought about before, and I thought, oh wow, that is actually a really interesting take, and I would want to explore. Yeah, exactly. I was like a little tingle in my chest, and she didn't say if like we're talking about like are you going to be Clone Ripley from 4? Is this like the are we erasing Alien 3 and 4?
Alien 3
like
just has to be deleted then. Yeah.
Yeah, like she didn't say any of that, but point is like there is a non-zero chance that
the movie has to start with with Ripley as like an older lady living alone on some planet, and then her adoptive daughter Newt, who's now 35 years old or something.
Yes, it's like her and Ripley they live together. What if they? And at the end, Ripley joins the Predators. Yeah. He gets like recognized. Ripley gets the fucking T above her head. I think the logical, but point is, so that's what I guess what I mean as far as like when I say that I'm excited for ABP3, they can do fucking anything.
Yeah.
At right now, like they are not stuck to doing one thing. Like they can really take it in whatever direction they want. I think I think my theory is what's going to happen though, as far as like I think that we're going to see, and you may think this is bad, but I feel like there's a way that they could do it right. I think we're going to see the Romulus. I think we're going to see Andy and Rain meet up with Deck and Thea.
You think so?
I think we're going to see them 4 as a squad.
Oh my god, yeah. The crew that this movie ends up with is just an action cartoon cast. That's part of what made me think it so much. But I honestly, I don't want that. I wouldn't mind Andy and Rain.
But get Deck out of here.
That's from a different genre. I want it to be a horror movie. I don't know. I want it to be like an R-rated. Yeah, and if
I want it to be R-rated,
yeah, if the Predator, I want the Predator to be a monster the same as the Alien is. So I'm not rooting for anybody. I just want to watch them fight.
Yeah, you want the Predator to return to being full 100% bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad guy Freddy.
That might just be being saying. Like that's what I grew up with, but I just prefer I just prefer it like that. I feel like Predator as an idea just works really well to me as like a monster movie.
Back in my day, the Predators didn't talk.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Predators weren't fuck boys.
They didn't hang out with androids. They didn't have little alien monkey pets. Fucking getting into the plot a little bit back. So it starts on Yautja Prime. We get that title openings, and we get a little one-on-one battle kind of thing between. At this point, we don't necessarily we kind of learn as we're two predators going at it in like across this land. It's very this opening was. I don't want to say it. I don't mean this is a bad thing. It was kind of Guardians of the Galaxy-esque to me, just like on this, we're a lone guy like on his motorbike arriving in this strange environment in this strange planet. Yeah. And the fight, some of the fight's cool. I think when it's practical, it's cool. Is the long and short of I think this fight.
This movie is covered in CGI.
Oh yeah, no, there's CGI all over the place, but yeah. But there is in this fight in particular. It starts off when it's hand to hand. I like kind of these are still big beefy boys. Even though Deck is a little guy, they're still big beefy boys, and when they're fighting, throwing each, they're punching they're cutting rocks with their lightsabers and shit. And then it turns a little bit CGI when they're like hopping around, throughout the cave.
Yeah,
but
it turns a little end of Black Panther 3.
Yeah.
Oh, this movie does the same thing that Prey did, where we see like a little microcosm of like the ecosystem on the planet.
Yeah.
And the predators on top. Like that's.
Oh yeah, that is how it opens. Yeah. We see it's like little creatures.
Yeah,
like little all eating each other.
It's one of the multiple things that are brought over from Prey. It's almost like he's like, no one's fucking saw Prey. I'm just gonna make Prey again.
I'm gonna make Prey again, but bigger budget. But yeah, so it's this fight between these two predator brothers, and Deck won't yield. Nope. And long story short, it's kind of a thing where like we see that we get this dynamic right away where like Quay. The older predator brother is like he's basically kind of soft on his boy.
Yeah.
Like as far as like he's my brother. It's kind of the thing of like he's just my little brother. He's kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
Toughen you up. Yeah, no, because they don't really nerf how brutal of a culture they must be. Like that.
No.
It's always been part of the appeal. And I was worried that Deck was gonna end up being like they would make too big of strides to make him like relatable.
No, he's still
a
like,
predator.
He's still a predator. He's still a bloodthirsty.
Yeah, he thinks exactly how you'd imagine a predator to think after watching these movies.
Yeah, like he's very much in that thing. I think the only
Very Kratos.
Exactly, and the ways that they kind of change his or what's it called, his arc through this movie, I think is really interesting in that like he kind of learns to accept how he is different from the other predators, and like how like and learns like a new because the whole kind of thing, his lesson is like he learns that basically like a different way to be an alpha, a different way to be. Well, cause it's the whole lesson where it's like he learns that protecting people is not weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Working together and surviving together is not weakness. It is a strategy.
Yep.
It is another way to be a predator, to be an alpha, is like to work together and to rely on one another, and that's like the power of friendship.
He basically
quote unquote.
unlearns toxic masculinity.
A little bit, yeah, but I think it's still very much works in that like he still learns it through his predator lens.
Yeah.
Like this movie still ends with him cutting off his dad's head.
Oh yeah, they don't cheat you out of that.
It's not a thing where it's like, father, I learned that life is valuable. It's like, nope, I'm still.
Well, yeah,
like,
I still gotta kill this guy.
Yeah, and no, his dad's a dick. Up.
Oh
front.
my god. Well, his dad is how I always imagine the predators like. Like he's just like he's weak. Why haven't you fucking killed him yet?
Exactly. He wants Quay to kill him, and we see and that's actually it's some cold shit when he rolls up on him. Like they're finished their training,
Like,
they're about to go somewhere.
I was sleeping.
Exactly, and dad. I don't even think his character has a name. I think he's just father.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, no, it's just
Smith, Bud, Quay. Yep, father. But what's called? Oh, he also plays his father, I guess. Nihar. Apex Predator. Ruben De Jong. Here's what he looks like. Oh, he's a boxer.
Beefy guy.
That makes sense. You need some big beefy boys. Well, who plays Quay? Another New Zealand former basketball player. Yep, that makes sense. Basketball players, boxers, wrestlers, people from New Zealand. But what's it called? The point I was trying to get across. But yeah, he shows up, and the first thing he says is like, "Why haven't you done it yet?" Like he doesn't even acknowledge Deck. It's like such a cold thing, and him and Quay have this like little fight at the beginning, and it's it's like they build up the tragedy really quick because like Deck is stuck behind the force field or whatever. Quay is getting murdered, and that this is also a thing where it's like this moment also made me feel at ease about the PG-13ness. In that, like, he cuts Quay's arm off, rips his head off, like, rather violently.
Yeah, me too. That's when I was like, oh, okay, they're doing Samurai Jack rules.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I can roll with this. I can roll with this.
To a monster.
And, I mean, also right off the, like, they get a lot done. This is a very efficient opening, especially, too, and they like, we see all of the pain, the fear, the love for his brother on Deck's face, and also the anger.
Yeah.
That he feels towards not just his father, but
this is my
guilt
preferred
in
avatar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. This is definitely this planet has big Pandora vibes.
Yeah.
This is Pandora for not fucking pussy.
It's my headcanon that like these are like the kind of tribal like settlements and stuff that just like they're almost like the Amish, like
yeah.
They see the city dwelling predators as pussies.
Yeah.
But and then the city dwelling predators are like they still do the same thing where they send people out to like hunt on other planets. Mm-hmm. But they're not as extreme as these guys. Yeah,
I mean it's a thing where it's like according to the expanded universe, I ain't read, and I'm surprisingly I ain't read no Predator comics. I gotta start. Why haven't I read Alien comics? Because I love this franchise, and I've heard there's some good ones out there.
Yeah.
But something that I know, like from the extended universe, is that there are a shit ton of Predator clans that all have different rules and like different ways of doing things. and I feel like it's a thing where it's like the predators from Alien vs Predator that do the whole manhood ritual of like hunting the Xenos.
It's from one specific tribe.
That is one specific clan that does it that way, and there's and there's other clans that don't. Like Deck's little clan here. You choose what prey you want to fight. It doesn't have to be the Xenos or whatever.
I like that. I like that lore.
Yeah. Yeah. Better than like this is how all predators do it.
Yeah. If we have to learn this shit, then I'd prefer it be that.
all predators are like go to it, become ancient aliens for
it's a
some
whole
planet.
Like they're not gonna have a monoculture.
Yeah. So, and I mean, also probably not just the planet is called Yautja Prime.
Also, I guess this is hundreds of years in the future, so
yeah.
So it's probably completely different than it was in the 1980s.
That's the thing too. Is like as far as it being so far in the future, is that means that if AVP3 has Andy and Rain, I'm like, damn, y'all didn't make it to Yovaga.
No, they don't make it.
No. I remember like I was rewatching Romulus, or not rewatch. I kind of leading up to this episode, I've kind of had like just the movies on in the background and the thing, and I had Romulus on in the background, like, and at the end they're like, "Yeah, we're going to Yovaga," like signing off. I'm like, man, you ain't making it.
No one ever makes it, man.
No, even if it's not AVP3, like, because Romulus. So actually, speaking of which, I don't know if they called it. I think that for the next step with the Romulus crew, I know that Fede Alvarez had said that a follow-up to Romulus has been greenlit. So whether or not that's AVP3 or it's,
I'm sure a sequel to this will be greenlit too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Predator, the Borderlands.
Yeah.
But I want another. I want another Alien movie before we get to AVP3.
Yeah, me too.
I want to. Yeah.
I just prefer. I'm gonna be real. I love Predator. I think I just prefer Alien.
Just overall.
Just as a franchise and as a monster and as a vibe, as a tone. Predator has always just seemed like jock Alien a little bit.
Yeah, Predator's goofier. I was talking to this about Courtney too when we came out of the movie, which they had a lot of fun with Badlands as well.
So Avery liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's funnily enough, me and Courtney have been hopping back into Tears of the Kingdom, because immediately after watching this, I'm like, I want to like go hunt something in a war. Tears of the Kingdom was the closest game to give me that kind of vibe. Yeah. I would love. You said it in the text earlier, like they just. I wish there was like a PS3 era, like open, like Far Cry style, like Badlands game where you're literally.
They used to make tie-in games. And now that we have movies I want actual games of, they don't do it anymore.
This would be the best tie-in game. It's just literally too. You wouldn't have to change shit.
Yeah,
not a fucking thing.
It's honestly like watching a let's play of a game.
Yeah, and it's like, damn,
there's a big mech boss fight at the end.
Yeah, that was so fucking cool.
Yeah, there's like multiple boss fights.
100%.
Like escalating boss fights.
All sorts of levels. The level that would get me is the knife grass. Knife grass really got me.
Yeah, knife grass is something that like it blocks access to some places until you get like the special armor.
You need the upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? At first, it's like you have to like collect the monkeys, and the monkeys will lift you over the knife grass. But
they
then
teach you to jump good.
Yeah, exactly. The monkeys give you the knife grass proof skin. I like there's some really good details in there too, with like a lot of the ecology, like the what's called the Luna bug, the giant. Which speaking of which, by the way, I just want to mention I really like the design of all the ecology on this planet.
Yeah.
No, I think that they had a fun time coming up with these different creatures and like. Sorry, go on.
No, yeah, I love an alien planet. It's like my favorite setting. It's why I like Samurai Jack, because that basically takes place on a different alien planet every week. It's why, like, have you seen Scavenger's Reign?
I have not. No, I've heard the name. But.
It's a HBO show. It's also set on an alien planet that has like its whole like a whole defined ecology and like all these animals and plants, and you can see how they all like interact with each other. It's
interesting.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I think I found the story a little slow for me, but like the setting
The world.
Yeah,
is really
I always
cool.
I keep referencing this show as like a cool representation of an alien planet, because you can go crazy, especially because this isn't even like the Yautja home planet. This is like this is called like what, like Hell World or some shit.
Genna.
Genna.
Genna. That's how they say it. I think the Synths call it Jenna. But what's it called? Yeah, no, they really have fun with this whole. Did you see the what's it called? So also, I love the title card was really well placed for me. I was like, man, that was just the opening.
Yeah.
Like after he has his initial encounter with the Evil Dead trees.
Yeah.
The Evil Dead snake
After
trees,
he's
and
landed and everything. Yeah.
and you get the big wide shot overlooking in the vista. Which, by the way, did you notice the fucking dune worm hanging out on a mountain? I was like, are we gonna fight that thing?
It's honestly, it's that moment in every open world game when you leave the first little area and you step over the ledge and it shows you it's the fucking Fallout 3 the Bethesda, like on top of the mountain looking at the map, like you can see all these places you can go, and there's a big worm watching you all the time. I want to
Exactly.
climb that. I want to fight that thing.
I would. I like that we both noticed the big worm was the first thing I noticed. Like in the Badlands game, I'm heading right for the worm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going right for the dude.
I know
it'll kill me.
This is a game with a massive open world full of these giant monsters you can like track and hunt.
Yeah.
It honestly, it might work better as a game than as a movie.
Honestly, yeah.
I would
just
play
as far
this
as
for
like,
10 hours and have a good time.
no, like I said, I think as far as like this may be the best video game movie ever made.
Yeah. No, like this is gonna. We have to like just take this off the table for the next time we do Midnight Movie Game.
Yeah. Predator Badlands is not going to be allowed.
Yeah, because it is. It's clearly influenced by like good ideas for games.
100%. But yeah, no, I like, so he crash lands on Genna. Like I said, he has that first encounter with the snake guys. It's real cool. We immediately see how much of a badass he is. And then pretty soon when he lands on the planet, he runs across the puffer thing, which even the plants are cool. Like they do the pink smoke, the paralyzing needles or whatever.
They blow up as you get close to them and turn red, and then they pop.
And then they respawn.
Yeah, a gross needle that just keeps coming back. It's literally
Exactly.
It's a game mechanic.
You have to cut them off at the root in order to make them not come back. You can't just hit the pods.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking chomper flowers from Zelda.
And then you can cut them off, and they're a resource. Like
100%. Oh, you can craft. Yeah, you can craft
with them.
fucking needle bombs.
He crafts in this movie.
He does
like
craft at the
he
end, too.
crafts like different weapons and bombs and shit from the ecology.
He makes the Genna armor, which looks shitty, but
Yeah.
it provides him some defenses. I like the whole concept of like him like basically learning how to use the environment to replace his weapons.
He kind of loses all the Yautja cultural shit and kind of puts on his own stuff.
God of War 2.
Yeah, exactly.
All of its gear gets used up pretty quick, and like God of War 2, and he gets stripped of his god powers
Absolutely.
after the intro. What's it called? I also like the whole element of and it makes sense too, and exactly how you'd have the game. How he's in this clan. This is how you earn your cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Which is way cooler than I think.
Because he'd be using it all the fucking time if he had it from the beginning of the movies. They're like, well, what if we make that the reward?
In AVP, they have their cloaks when they're fighting the Xenos, and it's like, wouldn't it make more sense? Like this makes way more sense. Exactly, like in that clan, but my buddy fucking got his cloak when he was a fucking youngling. Or whatever. They get it when they're little.
Yeah, but they have to go fight xenomorphs.
Oh, that's true. That's the trade.
Yeah.
That's the trade-off.
No, thanks.
You choose a weaker prey. And get your shit later.
At the xenomorph hunting retreat, like the captivity xenomorphs.
If you're going to fight xenomorphs, they give you the best shit. That's exactly it. If you choose to fight xenomorphs, they give you all the best gear, top notch. You're gonna need it. Yeah, but what's it called? But yeah, so he's in this puffer field, and he runs across a fucking screwed up top half body of Elle Fanning, who plays our secondary protagonist, Thea, who she plays two characters in this movie. She plays Thea and Tessa, who
look completely different too.
Who look completely different. They got a completely different vibe. But Thea, the one that we meet first, is this Weyland-Yutani synthetic, and her kind of whole thing is. So here's the thing with her and how she is designed to kind of be the nerdy robot, like the nerdy obsessed with like animals and plant. Like they talk about how these synths are designed with emotions to understand emotions in order to like properly understand like the animals and the ecology of the planet.
Right.
And then Thea in particular is like she's not a field droid.
Yeah.
Like she's like spends all of her time in the lab.
A scientist synth or whatever.
Yeah. And she's kind of like this goofy like helper droid, very like kind of almost C-3PO, kind of like she's very chipper energy. And it's a thing where it's like there were definitely moments where she got a little annoying to me.
I was really worried, like, is she gonna be irritating?
Yeah, but the two things that kind of get it past is like, one, I think that I like her chemistry with Deck.
Yeah, I think they balance each other out
really well, and two, she's useful.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like,
it's
and also
literally Mimir and Kratos. It's exactly the same. Yeah, it's the same mechanically for the story for the. He just stole the trick. Like it's the same trick.
Exactly. And it's also a thing too where it's like they're I also like how their stories are they have there's kind of a reflection in each of their arcs where it's like she, you know, long story short, like Deck, what's it called? Like with their whole sibling thing, like her with Tessa and Deck with Quay, she feels betrayed by her sister. There's some like reflection there. Like overall, just like, you know, I think these characters are written well off of each other. Yeah. The lessons that they teach each other like make a lot of sense. And yeah, just in terms of like it makes sense that her character would be like that because of how, you know, she's programmed, you know, like a synth. And then I also think that she's really good and fucking scary as Tessa.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end.
The villain of this movie is actually really, really cool. Like I liked every scene that she was in.
Yeah, no, I like her like she's scary looking. The end gave me big weird Terminator 3 Rise of the Machine vibes.
I haven't seen it.
Which I don't know if you remember. So it's a lady evil Terminator in that one. It's
Do we have to do all the Terminator movies too?
Why haven't we?
Yeah, it's honestly it's weirder that we haven't done this.
Well, I've wanted to do Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines as a commentary because I think that'd be the best one.
Because honestly, like I feel like these three franchises kind of go together. Like I know only these two have crossed over, but I think Terminator, like it just like these are the sci-fi action movies from the 80s and 90s.
They've crossed over with Terminator in the comics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a the thing is though with the whole time travel element of that's the one thing where it's like I don't want Alien or Predator to ever do time travel.
No, yeah,
like
you're kind of stuck with it. Well, no.
I don't count like cryo sleep like with Killer Killers. Like I don't count like freezing a fucking Viking and making her fight a World War II pilot because that's not time travel.
You could do Terminator without time travel because both Alien and Predator can take place in the future. So Skynet can take over after everything, after Alien Earth or whatever.
We just keep delaying Judgment Day over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. We've been only so successful. Anyway, sorry, you said it gave you Alien 3 vibe or Terminator 3 vibes.
Because it's a lady Terminator, and at the end, when I was a little kid, I was really scared of you know, it's a thing. At the end of every Terminator movie, there's got to be like a final form where whatever the Terminator is, like the skin's peeled off. Her like skin peeled off form at the end of this movie reminded me a lot of like the skin peeled off form of her at the end of 3. And when I was a kid, it scared me. But no, she's like a really threatening. I like how cold she is. She basically is, you know,
her voice is cool.
Her voice is cool. When it's all robot-y, and what's it called? And also just as far as like, you know, Weyland-Yutani in general is just I think a great evil presence in this movie. Like they always are.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? It felt like it felt like they were. It could have been anything. It could have been any like evil like human faction or whatever, but they chose to make it Weyland Yutani, which I think is. I think because you know their deal, you know their like motivations, you know what they do. So like when they capture the Yautja, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what they do.
They would totally do. That's their whole shtick.
Yeah,
is like, how can we exploit these alien species for
that? Yeah, the extra context we get. It's cool that they're now the villain in two different in both of these franchises.
Yeah. No,
except for Alien Earth.
Except for Alien Earth, it's Boy Cavalier.
Yeah.
Fucking. What if Dex shows up? I remember reading there was a fan
kills
theory.
all the characters in Alien Earth.
Now that would have been a great fucking ending to season 1.
You'd be like, what? Okay, now I gotta see this movie.
I read a fan theory somewhere that a Predator was going to. Hey, maybe. What if Alien Earth season 2, AVP 3?
All right, I would watch.
We'd have to watch it, no matter.
Yeah, whether we wanted to or not. Yeah.
If Alien vs Predator 3 ends up being like the biggest like nightmare movie, like if it's a PG-13 takes place, what is the it's directed by the Brothers Strauss. What's the worst version of Alien vs Predator 3?
Alien vs Predator Requiem.
They bring back they bring back the newborn from Requiem. And no, it would be old Sigourney Weaver as clone Ripley, old clone Ripley. They bring back Winona Ryder.
Deck just like, Deck just like crash lands on that planet where they found the aliens initially.
Andy and Thea have like a weird fucking romance.
Andy died between movies.
Andy died. Oh yeah, that would extra suck. Yeah. Andy dies between movies.
They never reference him. Like it's like a throwaway line, like he just couldn't make space travel, and they never reference him again.
Yeah, they multiple characters should get fucking alien acid blooded, but like the acid blood is nerfed.
Yeah,
like an AVPR.
They just like pull off their clothes real quick. You know, they have a tank top on.
Yep, and now they're all good. Yep, it's bloodless.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
They never said you're one ugly motherfucker in this movie.
That's
even
true.
though I was fucking thinking it the whole time watching it.
I was waiting for it. Maybe he says it in Predator in Predator language.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah. So back to the story. So yeah, we meet Thea, we meet Tessa. I've been stimming all week, by the way. I like Tessa's the little opening where she's talking to Mother. The corporation is not pleased.
Yeah.
And I've been stimming all week. Where's Thea? And the Mother's like, the Yautja has Thea. I've been stimming. The Yautja has Thea. Which once again, this is also the first movie where this is the first movie in the Predator franchise where they are called the Yautja.
Yeah.
Is another thing too. They've been called the Yautja since the 90s in the comics.
Yeah, this is this expands the lore.
It's bringing in all the expanded universe.
Yeah, it's no longer like a creature feature like it came from beyond and killed the I mean, it wasn't after Predators, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Like it's no longer like a creature feature like scary alien. Now it's a full on sci-fi epic franchise.
Yeah. Period.
Which it is what it is.
Yeah. So I forgot to mention the whole thing is like their Deck is trying to hunt this creature called the Kalsk. Kalisk. It's this creature that supposedly can't be killed. That's what he wants to do for his man ritual. And the Weyland Yutani is also looking for this thing, which for their purposes. And there's a couple of encounters. Like I said, there's the knife. I really like the whole knife grass sequence where he's trying to hunt down a bone bison. Yeah. The big rhino thing, and then they run into the Luna bug, which like runs through the trees, and it's really a detail I really like about that. The Luna bug is like chasing the bone bison through the knife grass. I don't know if you noticed, but when the Luna bug has like soft, fleshy tentacles, it's just letting itself get cut.
Yeah,
as it's going through the knife grass.
Yeah, it doesn't care.
Like
the skin's too
in the
thick.
back. Exactly. In the background, you see like juices and shit flying everywhere, and it's like, oh, no, that's pretty cool.
It's cool. There's a whole ecology here of just giant, fucked up monsters.
Yeah, and pretty
it's
at
like
some
Skull
point during
Island, the planet.
Oh, this place makes Skull Island look like a fucking like a little cute little nature reserve, like the
kinda,
petting,
yeah.
like a fucking petting zoo. And any creature on this island would like fuck up like the fucking V-Rex or whatever from Skull Island. Like this is like no joke.
What about the?
What about the what?
What are the Skull Walkers from?
Oh yeah, from Kong Skull Island.
I guess they were still pretty small compared to like. There's really nothing that big there except for King Kong.
No, nothing that dangerous of it. The creatures on this planet are also fast. Is another thing too.
Everything
like,
here is terrifying.
Even when they're big, they're fast. So also somewhere during the sequence we encounter this little blue monkey guy who we see him around here because he can go through the knife grass.
Yeah.
Because he can have little monkey armor, Thea nicknames him Bud, and yeah, Bud is a little.
He's for the kids. He's the Jar Jar.
He is for the kids. Well, I'm gonna.
He's got a
lose
cat
my
face.
shit.
He's a cat monkey. He's got a cat face, and he's basically a monkey.
If I walk through like the toy section at Walmart and I see like a little fucking Bud plushie from Predator Badlands, I might cry.
They wanted Bud to be the new Baby Yoda.
Yeah, 100%. He's
gross. He's like a pug.
He is nasty.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be like kind of like a pug, like a gross dog. Who's like you can't hate him because he's so cute. And like an ugly.
He's got like a really like scrunched up ugly face.
He's got these big cat eyes.
Yeah.
He's got I don't know. He does dumb little cartoon
little
guy.
bits.
Yeah, like he's like too smart to like be an animal, but he's too dumb to be like sentient.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't.
And also, he has the little connection to deck where he spits on deck.
Yeah.
Oh, he also he copies whatever when they're going to bed. He's copying everything that deck is doing, and like it's all the bits.
Scene. That scene goes on for a little too long, I think.
Yeah, they do all the bits for like the cute pet animal bits. Like I don't know, it definitely feels out of place for Deck to even tolerate that shit. Like that. It's the
furthest we've gotten from the franchise. Like it's the furthest out we've come. Like as far as like from the original concept.
I'm like, damn, not even anybody from like the movie The Predator would go.
Exactly. Like we are in uncharted waters.
We are in new territory. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for me, I don't know. It's a thing where it's like, I don't mind Bud in the sense where it's like one. Like it make the plot excuse of like why the Calisk doesn't kill him earlier because the Calisk is an adult monkey guy, his mom, and why he doesn't she doesn't kill Deck later.
I feel like they probably had more of the cat monkey, but they probably it seems like they used it pretty sparingly. Because I think they knew how annoying it would be to general audiences.
There isn't a whole lot of it. I think it's also a thing too where it's like, yes, you feel the corporate hand of the mouse coming in a little bit, but I don't. It's not too much. Yeah. I think there have been. We are nowhere near
it's a
like
new tone. We just gotta. We gotta appeal to the four quadrants, the sacred quadrants.
It's nowhere near like an MCU movie or whatever. I think it's like it is light years. I think.
Because I mean,
light years might be too.
Thea is kind of like jokey. I think the whole movie. I mean, it's got a light tone. I'd say it kind of matches up with like. It might be like one step darker than like Star Wars.
Yeah, I can say that. This feels kind of like a more
one step more mature than well, maybe not more mature. There's like a little more serious.
Yeah, more violent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think during that little campfire scene too, like she's like, "What was your favorite part about the hunt?" And he's like, when the creature's blood was running down my face.
Yeah.
Yep. And he goes back to eating his meat.
Yeah, I was thinking about that scene in Prey when he holds the bear over his head.
Yeah.
Just,
that's
drenched in blood.
That's a great fucking scene. Prey is also so good. I had Prey on in the background the other day.
Prey is very good.
I think my favorite. More than the fight scene when he's fighting the bear trappers, I like when the Comanche kids are fighting the Predator, because it's like they think it's a demon.
Yes,
they think it's
that thing is fucking terrifying.
And they just like straight up are jumping, running at it, like not giving a fuck. But yeah, no, I think it's a thing where it's like, I don't know, it never like super took me out of it. It's also a thing too where it's like at this point in the movie, like I cared about what the characters are going through enough. It's like I was on board.
Really, yeah, it does ramp you up into like the goofiness, like.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's like a sudden shift. I think it's a thing where it's like they ease you into it. They give you all this cool Predator shit at the beginning.
It's the same ramp up as God of War.
Yeah.
Like it starts very like they introduce the goofy stuff slowly to the point where you've acclimated to it and you're fine. The first goofy thing is him looking like that the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is like also groundbreaking, and then slowly the absurdity ramps up to the point where it just feels like an action cartoon that I would watch if Gendy made a cartoon sequel to this like he did with Star Wars with these three characters. I would watch the shit out of that.
I feel like we'd be more likely to I feel like it'd be more in the animation style of Killer or Killers if something like that was going to happen.
Yeah, probably. I'd prefer it to be
Which
TV.
Yeah, of course. Gendy's Predator, but I wouldn't mind like if they bring those characters back in that way too. But
I'd watch it as a show.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool. They're just going across, maybe hunting like different prey or whatever, and then his mom is the bad guy throughout the show. She's the Aku.
Yeah, I'd really want it to be episodic. If they made a live action show, it would be way too serialized, and we'd completely lose the point. Alien.
You'd be having some big comedy relief.
Yeah.
Dex standing in a bunch of rooms. What's it called? And no, and in the show he'd have his Predator mask on like most of the time.
Yeah, there'd be a lot.
Sure.
There'd be a lot more people talking.
Yeah, a lot more androids. Tessa's the main character. She's the biggest head on the poster.
Yep.
Or Thea. I mean, I
Yeah.
keep mixing them. But point is, so another thing I wanted to mention too is I like how initially and like throughout most of the movie, Deck like just his excuse for like why he's even bringing her along is, and she makes the argument for herself like, use me as a tool. I'm a tool for you in your hunt. And he's like,
well,
he calls him something like, come on, tool.
Yeah, he's like, we hunt alone, but you're technically not like a person helping, so.
Yeah, so it doesn't count. You're like a fucking knife.
Yeah,
or
a laser
knife.
gun.
Or a smart, yeah, exactly, or a plasma cannon. Just like, do you have a plasma cannon installed? Yeah, so they make it to her fucking research site or whatever, because her whole thing is she just wants her legs back.
Yeah.
Is kind of like her thing, and like they find her legs. She's fixing up her leg. They have like a little scene where she reveals that like, hey, you're not going to be able to kill the callous whale. Yutani's coming. She kind of soft betrays him in the sense that like she says I'm going to help you hunt this thing, but really it's like I kind of just used you to give me back to my people type deal. But
he's really hurt by that too.
Yeah, no, he's pissed off by it.
Yeah, you get the feeling that he's like he trusted someone for the first time in his life, and he feels betrayed
for the first time ever. And like and their friendship and connection, like it really is an odd couple, but I think it works. And it's the core of the movie. I think they have really good chemistry. And even if you look at
they would have just made this as a game,
just did need to be moved. Just pure. Just give me the fucking. It is
crazy how like God of War this is.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the same beats, and like I said, I think that God of War is probably going to be a show.
Yeah.
I want Dan Trachtenberg to be the showrunner on that, but he's the only person.
Yeah, he already likes it. Yeah.
I would trust.
You can tell he's a fan.
Yeah, you can even use this same dude. This dude could be Kratos.
Yeah.
Fucking give him a beard, paint him white.
I agree.
Put this old man makeup
He's
on
got
him,
the
or actually, if you're gonna cast him as Kratos, you could do the Greek. I've always thought that when they're gonna make a God of War something eventually, a movie, a TV show, I always thought that like they would probably do the new game, like it'd be Atreus and like the Norse stuff. But I feel like if you wanted to cast this guy, like it'd be cool to do
Greek.
Greek,
cool.
Do the Greek saga.
Yeah. God, if they make a God of War show, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna absolutely hate it. It's just gonna be like they're gonna try to do the game, but they're gonna make it a show, which makes it worse in every way. The game is already presented so perfectly and tightly.
We're gonna have Kratos is like gonna be like maybe 5% of the show. It's mostly gonna be like drama between all the gods. You know what I mean? It's mostly gonna be like they're in like decadent rooms in Olympus, and it's gonna be like
like Kratos is gonna like kill someone like every 2 episodes or something.
Aphrodite is gonna be like running around like fucking like starting shit between the gods, and like it's gonna be like CW god drama.
I would actually fucking rather die than watch that. I've been vindicated by the Last of Us show. I will say that it's the same story minus
Season
all the
2.
stuff I liked about it.
Season 2 killed you.
Season 1 killed it. I never really watched season 2.
Oh, okay, I thought you started. Season 1 was okay.
Season 1 is okay, but it's just the game, but less interesting because you don't get to play it.
Yeah. But back to Badlands. So he has a little confrontation with the Callusk, which I really like the design of the Callusk. It's big, it's scary. I like how fast its regeneration looks cool.
Yeah.
When he cuts off its head and it fucking reattaches itself, it looks
truly
pretty
immortal.
Pretty fucking sick. Well, not because they kill it. They killed it in literally the same strategy as X-Men First Class Darwin.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
No, I only saw the original Bryan Singer X-Men's.
So there's a character named Darwin from the comics he's in X-Men First Class for like 2 scenes, and his mutation is like his body will adapt to survive. So like if he gets thrown into the middle of the ocean and he's about to drown, his mutation is going to make gills form on him.
Okay.
If he gets thrown into a volcano, like his skin is going to develop like a protective shield that's going to like, but like it's not within his control like how his body adapts. Like that's just how it works. And in the movie X-Men First Class, they kill him basically by like they drop an energy ball kind of down his throat and they explode him from the inside, which is pretty much how they kill the Callusk in this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, long story short, he has a little fight with the Callusk, and then the Weyland-Yutani synths show up, and that's another thing too is that like all of the whole thing, and it makes sense too when they say in the movie is like this planet is so dangerous that they sent like an all synth crew to down to it. So they
had
show
the
up.
Same idea for the score, am I right? An all synth crew.
Oh
yeah. Score is what I'm saying.
There's a lot of synth in the score. Speaking of the soundtrack, let's talk a little bit.
The sound in general is great in this movie.
Yeah, the sound is wonderful. I think there are some specifically like Predator music tracks that are pretty fucking baller.
They sound like traditional like folk songs from the Predators.
Yeah, exactly. Just drums and grunting.
Yeah, it's sick.
In the opening, like tribal drum.
Music.
Yeah, the Predator music. Courtney was saying like, I want to listen to Predator music, get you pumped up. So they kidnapped Deck and the Callusk, and there's a pretty fucked up scene where they got Deck strapped to the table, and it's a pretty dark little thing because they have Thea on the table, she's all fucked up, and she's kind of low-key trying to
head games.
Yeah, Tessa's got to use head games. She's trying to convince Tessa to like let Deck go. Like, yeah, he's not a fit specimen. He's a runt. He's a whatever. And Tessa says something along the lines of like, I thought that the Yautja killed their inferiors, or whatever. Why'd they keep you alive? And she's being all disrespectful to him. And you see, Deck is like, he's hurt. He's betrayed. And once again, I want to reiterate too, like I mentioned earlier, he doesn't speak a lick of English throughout this whole movie.
Nope.
They keep him subtitled. He's speaking Predator the whole time. Oh, he does say Bud, and he does this.
Yeah. She's like, "What about Bud?" And he's like, "Bud." Made me laugh.
Yeah. Deck. There's a handful of times where Deck is funny, but he is very funny in that
Kratos way.
In the Kratos way, where he's like,
he's
earlier she's like,
I'm
looking
and like comically, like straightforward.
Yeah, when Thea's like, I'm looking for my sister, and he's like, and your legs, your sister and your legs. Yeah, he's really, really soft spoken. Yeah, he's a fun. That's why I said I wouldn't mind seeing Deck in AVP 3. I wouldn't mind seeing Deck ripping through some Xenos. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean it'd be cool. It'll give you that extra like connection to the protagonist, and plus you don't have to have human characters, which has always been the weakness of AVP.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's cool. At that point, it's just kind of like a guy with a sword versus it's just in an alien movie, is it not?
Yeah. I kind of, what I think the best AVP movie would be...
Because, like, in the games, the Predators are always, like, on a hunt for like people too.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that the best version of any AVP movie, I think, is pretty much like the better executed version of Requiem, where it's like it's one predator that like there is an aliens situation going on.
Yeah.
There is like maybe like a base somewhere, a space station, a planet, whatever, where there is a xenomorph infestation, and then a predator shows up for some reason. Like, and there is a predator that is like around whilst this alien situation is going on. He's got his own. He's doing his own thing, and it's like I feel like that idea of like pretty much being like, oh man, it's already bad because it's an aliens, and now there's a predator too.
Yeah.
Is
Exactly. That's what I like too, because I like the predator also being a threat to the people. I just like them.
Yeah.
I think the conceit of the movie works when they're both monsters. That's what I like.
Yeah.
about it.
When they're both straight films. That's why, like I said, I think as far as like conceptually, and we talked about it too with AVP. I think Alien vs. Predator Requiem on paper sounds cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Like,
the wasted opportunity that makes that movie so frustrating.
Yeah. But it's just executed so poorly,
Horribly.
and you just can't see it.
Yeah. And, on top of everything, it's impossible to see.
Yeah, on top of everything, it's like they light a cigarette and you still can't see it. Yeah. So, long story short, so Deck ends up. I forget. He ends up escaping, but Thea is still there, and now Thea is set to be decommissioned. Tessa's like, "You're broken, like box her up."
Yeah.
And this, I guess, is the thing where it's like, I feel like Deck's turn to coming back to save Thea is the biggest pill I gotta swallow. Is because at this point he had been, not only had he been betrayed, I still feel like he didn't know her long enough to like kind of give a shit enough about.
For someone raised in this kind of like uncaring culture. It felt like it could have used a little more convincing.
I feel like it would have made more sense to me. And he also goes back to free the callus.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a thing where it's like...
Well, it's ultimately out of his newfound love for Bud.
Yeah.
That's like the main source of him and Thea's like conflict is like, why don't you care about Bud?
my rewrite is we get rid of Bud,
Yeah.
and then the only reason that the only reason that he goes back is to save the Callusk. Not to save the Callusk, to kill the Callusk, because he still wants that trophy.
Yeah, because he's still a goddamn predator.
And then it kind of goes similar to how it is where Tessa blows up the Callusk, and then he takes Tessa's head as the as the trophy. Like,
Hell yeah.
like it's just literally just remove Bud.
Covered in milk.
Covered in milk. Here's your milky robot head, Dad.
You know what? That would have been better. You're right.
And he's like, "What the fuck is
Fucking
this?"
sick.
Yeah. But
You can do as
what's it
much
called?
android gore as you want, and they do.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And Tessa shows up in a big in a power loader, in a big beefy power loader. Like this power loader is.
I thought she
built
was
for
going to say
bigger
it. Honestly, it's so big. I thought she was going to say
It's about Thea.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait. You know what she should have said? You know what she should have said? Get away from from her, you ugly motherfucker.
Oh, man.
And then that also would have been the one fuck.
Yeah, yes. No, exactly. I was waiting for the one fuck to be ugly motherfucker. No, that would have been perfect. And it would have been cheesy, and we both would have rolled our eyes and hated it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe I would have loved it though. That's truly bringing the worlds together. That's building better worlds.
Get away from her, you ugly motherfucker. That's not something that character would say.
Yeah. Oh, also Tessa yoinks the Predator. She has the bolt caster. She has the Predator.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've got a
Boltcaster.
Weyland-Yutani bolt caster.
Yeah, they have. No. She takes it from Deck's ship.
Oh, that's actually his.
Yeah, it's actually his.
I thought that was like a whatever. Okay, I don't know why I thought that was one that they developed because it looks so different from every other one in the series.
It's because it's his little one.
It's his little training one.
His little exactly. His little training from when he was a little younger.
Also, the sights are different.
Yeah,
it's a right triangle. Not nice sausage or whatever equilateral.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's not an exact.
These are
It's not a
important
perfect.
details.
Yeah, these are the lore things that we
The
need to
two
know.
bottom
It's
dots are slightly further apart from each other.
yeah, Quay says that you're like, yeah, I fixed it for you at the beginning of the movie. That's the one that he fixed. But what's it called? Yeah, so we get that power loader fight. We get the final form of Tessa. Her skin's all falling off. And you see all the robot bits.
Literally fighting the boss in a giant mech with a laser gun pointing at you. Like it's a boss fight. Like was this written as a game originally?
I think that's how Dan Trachtenberg thinks of like all of his.
It works.
All of his shit.
It works really well for this kind of movie.
Yeah, I mean, a part of it's just because I think he knows how to execute good action. Because ultimately, I think that's really at the end. Not just that, but like, I think they're really efficient with making you care about the characters. I think the action is super polished.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, this movie fucking moves.
Oh yeah.
We've been going through the plot, and we've been doing a lot of like, oh, like this. Remember this cool scene, this cool scene. But at the end of the day, like
there's no people talking in rooms. Really, there's
no fat.
It kind of reminded me of like these new Mad Max movies a little bit. Like it felt very storyboard driven. Like it's so fast. That's also part of why it felt like an action cartoon for me. It's like it's just it's all killer, no filler.
Yeah,
I think that's part of why it's doing so well. It's not fucking boring.
It's a really good length. I'm pretty sure it's only like an hour and an hour and 107 minutes.
It zooms by, dude. The credits roll, and
Hour
I was
47.
like, usually by the time we've kind of dipped into like that second act slump of a movie, I'm always like, all right, let's get to it. But this movie doesn't have that really. As it kind of has a little bit of like them talking at the campsite. I felt like
that's the slowest part of the movie.
That's because that's honestly one of the few like pure dialogue scenes where like nothing else is really happening.
Yeah, there's nothing visually going on that's interesting, really.
That was probably the slowest scene of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then like the next scene is them like at the crash site, and we're moving from there. Yeah, but they kill Tessa. And then
there's like a scene when he shows up to the camp and just slaughters all those androids using his like Home Alone his crafted weapons from the environment.
Yeah, exactly. He used the world. He gets some knife grass and makes some like fucking Assassin's Creed hidden blades from the knife grass. And he makes he scavenges the Jenna armor set for sure, which
it made me think of like a like imagine a movie where instead of these are all like androids, this is like a research camp from Weyland-Yutani, and we follow these characters, but the same exact story happens. Then it's like a genuine like just Predator movie.
Yeah, it's just exactly. It's like if they were humans, or even if you wanted to do like all Sin Squad, it could be
the Kalisk. We should never have kidnapped the Kalisk for Weyland-Yutani. He's coming for the Kalisk. Yeah.
It totally just flipped on its head. It would just be like a normal Predator movie.
And it wouldn't be bad either.
Yeah, no, it'd be fucking solid. And you'd still like mess with all the creatures of this planet too. Like, that'd be cool.
This one's smaller. It crash landed. I don't think it has any of its weapons.
I think that's the more and more we're kind of talking about it as far as like we're something I think that's cool about Predator in particular. And we mentioned it before. Predator is pretty malleable as a character, and as far as like we talk about these things where it's like we could still have a whole ass live action samurai Predator movie. Yeah. Like that takes place like in that era. Like we can still have that.
You can do a lot with this concept, and Dan Trachtenberg clearly knows that.
Yeah, and I think it's a thing too where it's like that's what's also fun about Alien versus Predator is that like you can still take. Even though Alien, I don't want to call Alien more restricted, but like Alien is more than just the creature.
Alien is more tension. I mean, Predator 1 and 2, specifically 1 and Prey have a lot of tension, but Predator 1 is more like, it's more like Halloween, whereas like Alien's more like Halloween, Predator's more like Nightmare on Elm Street or something, like Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Definitely more just like a cheesy, goofier vibe. But I think it's a thing where it's like, I think that's what's fun about, like, we talk about all these ways, because, like, that's really what, it's kind of a thing where it's like, yeah, no matter what, with AVP3, a lot of our ideas for what we think would be a good AVP movie is a predator showing up in an alien movie,
right?
Versus like aliens being a factor in a predator movie, which is what they tried to do with the first AVP. You know, and I think that's why, like, I still enjoy that movie, but it's like, I think that is like a big part of where it fails, and it makes the alien less scarier because of the fact that, like, the aliens are not an out of control element in the first AVP. Really.
Yeah, they're in
it's
captivity.
Like, no, they're in captivity. This is like a planned thing that the Predator's doing. It makes the aliens less cool. It makes the Predators less cool. Whereas, like, yeah, if the Predator rolls up on an alien situation where it's like they both, the alien still feels like a threat to the Predators. That's what makes it good.
I like the concept of the Predator has never encountered these things before, so it's got to, like, adapt to it. That's still a concept I haven't seen, and that I don't think that I prefer.
I don't know if they're gonna do that.
No,
ooh, it could be. Ooh, you know what? And it would fix. Ooh. Wait. Wait a minute. I'm thinking.
Because I would, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't mind a Predator movie. Like, it starts as just like, what's up in the trees? Like, the Predator is kind of picking people off, and then they come across an alien egg, and the Predator's never encountered this before, and it turns out to be a real threat for the Predator too. That when I originally heard the concept Alien versus Predator, that's what I wanted it to be. Of like, because they're not on equal footing really in either one. I think what makes the alien the most scary is when it completely catches you off guard and you've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, like the shock of it. The more you understand the
like
alien,
the chest burster coming out and everyone being like, "What the fuck?"
You know, that's a big part of what I think. Speaking of it, like, I will always take the opportunity to gush about Alien Romulus because I think Alien Romulus is excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what a part of what I think works so well about Romulus is the fact, like, the characters in Romulus have never encountered anything like this is their. Like, they have never encountered
the aliens
xenomorph.
Are real.
Yeah, like, they don't even know what the fuck's going on. And it's funny enough, though, is, like, I remember the first time we rewatched it, something that I think, it's funny, the movie knows that the audience knows how fucked they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's this dramatic irony where it's like,
it's like the bomb under the table, the Hitchcock bomb under the table.
Exactly.
Like, you having seen an alien movie before... You see the little signs around like, oh, no, you guys are fucked, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, get out of there. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're yelling at
the situation is getting worse and worse, and you guys aren't even noticing.
That's really what it's got to be with AVP3. And that is a part of, like, what make... Yeah, it definitely has to be about a group of humans that don't know what the fuck is going on. For sure. Ooh, maybe they do get to Yovaga, and Yovaga's fucked. Yovaga's filled with aliens.
Oh yeah, they had the black goo dropped on them.
Oh no, Joseph, I just realized
What?
a predator is definitely going to get black gooed in AVP3.
I'm not against that idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi guys.
I think whatever, man. I think if Fede Alvarez is involved, he's actually managed to make me kind of like the black goo because it was actually fucking scary at the end.
Yeah.
Like, he used it. He used a stupid thing for horror, and he made it scary.
And he made it good. Yeah. That's
These
the thing.
two co-directing an AVP movie, I'm fully on board with.
Yeah, because Fede knows how to make a good horror movie, and Dan Trachtenberg knows how to make, like, a fun action movie, like, really well. And I think as far as, like,
you have this crossover, like, they're two different genres.
Yeah. No, I think especially if they announce that they're co-directing, and they both have said that they want to do that.
Yeah.
And
make it rated R.
You just make it rated R. Yeah, this movie ends with Deck rolling back up to Teatro Prime. He fights his daddy because his dad has a beard. He has a predator beard.
He takes off his mask, and you're like, well, I don't know what I was expecting. It's just like an old predator.
It's an old predator, yeah.
He gets his head bitten off.
Bites his head off. And then
epic fight, and he gets his head bitten off.
Deck takes his cloak.
He looks.
Deck has
Yeah.
He has a cloak
Looks
now
into
for
the
Predator.
camera and scowls.
They're gonna add a bunch of stealth mechanics to the second game
Yes.
that weren't in the first game, because now we have we have the Wings of Icarus
Yeah.
now, and and then this movie
Makes a
ends
cool
with
face into the camera. We get the title, and then we get a pre-credit scene.
we get a quick little, there's no end to end, but it's like, yeah, basically after there's a quick little, we come back to that moment, and there's a Predator ship rolling up, and Thea's like, who's that? And Deck is like, it's my mother, and he like whips out his sword and like gets ready to
The
fight.
audience is like, okay.
And the opening of
that's its mom.
Badlands the opening of Badlands 2, I feel like the energy of it would be, it just starts off
Exactly
right there.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect
And
place
that's
to start a movie.
That's how the game would be too. The game
Yes.
would start with you have all your gear from Badlands.
Your mother fucking knocks you.
She whoops your
Yeah.
ass. You lose that fight. There ain't no way to win that fight. It is
powered all over again.
scripted to lose. You lose all your shit. You got to regain your shit.
That's probably exactly what's going to happen in the movie too.
in Badlands 2 for sure.
But yeah,
Batterlands.
yeah, that 3-shot of Deck, his new clan.
Yeah.
Like it is just video game characters. It's cartoon characters. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm on board for like a fun action series with these three. Like they have like a cool, funny dynamic. But man, how far we have come. And the fact that this group of characters exist in the same universe as Alien Romulus kind of fucks with my brain a little bit.
It's nutty. I think they might meet up. I think we might see Thea and Andy trading some dad jokes.
Oh boy.
Fucking across.
Honestly,
and,
the concept of Weyland-Yutani knowing about predators is fucking wild. Like, yeah, they just already knew. They already have like a database on them.
they already knew everything.
Yeah, they know They have. It's like how many? So there's literally like hundreds of different kinds of aliens in the Alien universe now. Like, xenomorphs are just one dangerous monster now, and I'm it is what it is, but I kind of like them just being like this. Like, there's nothing like them that we've ever encountered before.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they are still like the scariest monster.
They are, and the coolest
in the universe. They're still the coolest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
What
Like
I mean.
it does dilute.
It takes away some of the mysticism. Like, we know.
Yeah.
And Alien Earth is equally responsible for that.
Yeah, Alien Earth ruins
Yes.
Alien Earth.
Commit. It ruins everything.
It does. It does. Like what I'm trying to get out of my mouth is that like whatever problems I have with Badlands, like it's not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
As a fan of this franchise, there are definitely elements that I wish would be different, rating included. But I will take Predator Badlands over Alien Earth.
1 billion%.
1 billion% over. Like it's a fun
Take it
time.
over Predators. I don't know. I think Predators.
Oh yeah. This is a good question. Where does it just?
Honestly,
the Predator only. No Alien. How do you rank
I
them?
think I need to rewatch Predators. So I'm going to subtract Predators from my ranking. But I'm thinking AVP2 is clearly at the bottom.
Okay, we're including AVP. All right.
Yeah, I consider those movies as Predator canon.
Okay. Valid. I have to think about my ranking now with those two.
AVP2 is at the bottom. I'd say The Predator is like the next one up. AVP1 above that. Predator 2, and then Predator 2, Prey, Predator 1. And then Badlands I think is like right on the same level as Prey, I think, for me. I think right on the same level as Predator 2.
Yeah, as far as you put Predator 2 below Prey for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this might be some recency bias for me. I'm thinking about my ranking from bottom to top. Yeah, Requiem bottom, no question.
Trash.
Just trash garbage.
ZZ tier.
Just no coming back. The Predator definitely is number 2 as far as like I wouldn't say far above AVPR, but at least like there's some I enjoy some goofy things about The Predator.
I guess those super fucking big predators are canon, right?
Oh yeah, it's true. Is Deck gonna fight one of those super predators?
The predators that are just scaled up.
What happens if a facehugger face hugs one of them super predators?
I don't know, but I want to see it.
Dangerous autistic super predators. So yeah, the Predator, and then yeah, I'm gonna say, like, I need to rewatch Predators as well, but I'm actually gonna go Predators and then AVP 1.
Okay.
I just have
Interesting. I thought you liked that movie more.
Predators, yeah. No, it's been a while since I've seen it. I think honestly, I like the Yakuza fight.
Yeah.
In Predators, and also just the not just in general. Like, I think I think Predators was a really nice step into the, like, thinking about into the larger world.
What
Just
else
the
can
whole
we
thing
do
of,
with this rather than just making the same movie over and over again?
I think the scene where the Yakuza guy pulls the samurai sword out of, like, Lawrence Fishburne's little trash pile, and he goes, "They've been doing this for a long time." The movie that was created in my head of like
Killer of Killers Part 2.
Yeah, well, not just that, but, like, in my head of, like, a bunch of samurai were probably
I'd say Killer of Killers is below Predator 2, I think, for me.
Oh, I forgot about Killer of Killers 2.
Which that's why it's below Predator 2.
Yeah, I put it there too. But what's it called? Yeah, so AVPR, The Predator, Predators, Alien vs Predator 1.
Interesting.
And then what's left?
There's Predator 2.
We got Prey, Predator 2. Predator 1 is going to be number 1.
Yeah, Predator 1 is so fucking good, dude.
Predator 1 is perfect.
Yeah.
And then
it's so good. I was watching, like, it's crazy to me because I think we both rewatched a lot of Predator for this.
Yeah.
I watched Predator 2 and Prey, just because I was showing them to Avery because I was going to bring her. And God, Predator 1 is just like the amount of movie that happens between the beginning of the movie and where the Predator actually shows up, like just the violence against people in that movie beforehand, the completely separate from the Predator, is crazy.
Remind me of which one? Predator 2?
Predator 1.
Predator 1? Oh, yeah, no, Predator 1.
The way they just fucking trashed that village before... Anyway.
I'm about to be controversial with my thing. So then I'm going to go Killer of Killers. And then, and here's the difficult thing. Then I'm going to go Badlands. And then, okay, then I'm going to go Badlands, Prey, but the thing is, if Badlands was rated R, it'd be over Prey.
Okay.
If Badlands are honestly Badlands being PG-13, the Disney elements are the biggest thing that hold it back as far as, like, so Badlands right below Prey.
Disney stuff.
Yep. If Badlands was rated R, it'd be above Prey. And then Predator 2, Predator 1. And I put Predator 2 as number 2 because, like I said, recency bias. I rewatched Predator 2. That movie is a fucking blast.
It is fun.
And it's insane.
I think
crazy.
Danny Glover is the most fun part of that movie, which is crazy because it has a Predator in it.
Yeah. I love the soundtrack to Predator. Yeah. Predator 2 is my favorite soundtrack. They go over the top with the drums.
They reuse, like, the entire score from Predator 1 for that movie. I noticed.
Not just that. They
add a bunch of extra drums and stuff, but it's like the same exact themes. Like when his friend dies, it's the same themes they use when his friend died, or when the guy's friend dies in Predator 1. Like, it's the same, like, emotional music. It's interesting that they didn't that the scores haven't been consistent, like, this whole time. I don't know.
This whole franchise.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the score in the first two movies is so iconic, and then they just kind of drop it.
Yeah, they don't really use, especially in Badlands. I guess Dan Trachtenberg. Dan Trachtenberg is not a callback guy.
No, not really.
He's not I feel even though Prey, structurally speaking, is the same structure as, like, other Predator movies.
Kinda,
yeah. He doesn't really reuse.
No.
Lines
it says if
or
it bleeds,
like
we
that.
can kill it. I think that's like
the only one.
And then it's the gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the gun from Predator 2. Yeah, which
doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense because if Naru got frozen.
Yeah, I guess they all got frozen, so they just, like, took it back.
Including that's the other thing too, is, like, are we treating Killer of Killers as canon there? as far as like, wait a minute, so is everybody who's fought a predator in that fucking fridge?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Or maybe in Killer Killers 2 there'll be a big like prison break where
Deep fake Arnold.
Alien vs Predator 3 is gonna have all the people who are frozen on the Predator ship. There's gonna be.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking putting that at the end of that movie. I don't know what the plan is.
Yo, it's gonna be.
There's nothing they can do with that will be satisfactory.
AVP 3 is gonna be like fucking Avengers Endgame.
Oh boy, with all the Alien and Predator protagonists that you've forgotten
every protagonist, clone Ripley,
Dutch,
Dutch, the
Carl Weathers character,
what's his name from
Danny Glover.
Topher Grace from Predators,
Yeah.
who was a serial killer doctor. He survived somehow.
I completely forgot he existed.
You know, if they could bring Lawrence Fishburne back from Predators, that'd be
and then Lawrence Fishburne from Alien 3.
Oh yeah, wait, no, you racist motherfucker. That's not Lawrence Fishburne. That's
fuck.
I know you're thinking about Dylan. It's not Lawrence
It's
Fishburne.
been
That's
so long.
What's that actor's name? That actor's I've seen that actor in other shit. That actor was in Mimic. It is not Lawrence
Take my
Fishburne.
racist card for that.
you get 3 per episode, and then after that you get a fine.
I could have sworn. Man.
Speaking of racism, I got pulled over the other night.
Man.
Just kidding. It wasn't that. It was. I was about to say, as far as cops go, the cop was chill. I basically chased a yellow and didn't see that a cop was there. Charles S. Dutton is that actor's
doesn't look
name.
anything like Lawrence Fishburne. I am racist.
No, fucking.
What was Lawrence Fishburne in? What am I thinking of?
He
was in some. I'm thinking about him in like.
He was in
I
Predators.
was thinking about him in like The Matrix, like 3, because I was thinking about him in some brown environment wearing brown clothing.
They do got the. Yeah, he does have the
and
same.
that's what I was thinking. I had my wires crossed.
He has the same outfit.
It's the same environment. Like, what is it? What's the name of the place in Matrix?
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Zion.
Zion for me, it occupies the same mental aesthetic place as the entirety of Alien 3.
You see this? I have the Wikipedia page, folks at home. I have the Wikipedia page up for Alien 3. I'm looking at the poster. 3 times the suspense, 3 times the danger, 3 times the terror.
None of those are true.
It doesn't make any sense.
0% of those are true.
Yeah, Alien 3. I've been wanting to watch the direct or the assembly cut of that movie recently.
I want to watch a good version of Alien 3. I want it to be good so bad.
An archive picture of Michael B. Apparently, there's a comic out there of like an original script of Alien 3 that was supposed. There was a version of Alien 3 that was written without Ripley in it, and the main characters, what's it called? Hicks and Bishop are the main characters of that version.
Okay, I'm fine killing Ripley off screen.
She can go away. But hey, we might get her back. Like I said, Sigourney Weaver got a good pitch. Somebody like apparently somebody's. She said that like, yeah, no, somebody came with a really good idea, and it got me thinking.
I can only hope.
Yeah, and hey, if I'm gonna trust anybody with like who would know like what would be cool for Ripley to do, then like I guess Sigourney would be up there.
She knows Alien.
Yeah, she's the expert there. But yeah, so we've gone through the whole plot of Predator Badlands. So this is the Alien 3 page. I want to get back to the Badlands page. So long story short, folks, definitely go see it. Like as far as like even with like the things we said, this is also as far as big budget action, like this is the kind of big budget movie we want to support. Like it's fun.
It is fun.
It's there's passion behind it.
It's made by people who are interested in making an entertaining movie.
Exactly. And as far as more good movies like this is better than bad movies, which makes a whole lot of sense. But yeah, definitely, especially when it comes to like getting real filmmakers who like have visions to like be able to get access to budgets like it. Because Dan Trachtenberg is a great example too. Is like he started on YouTube.
Yep.
Like making and I was actually watching a slight tangent. So I haven't seen the movie yet, but Chris Stuckman. has his movie out, Shelby Oaks. And I was watching a video with him where he was just kind of talking about like how this is where the next generation of filmmakers is coming from.
Yeah, it's true.
Like YouTube, and we're seeing
TV
that same thing
too.
with and TV as well. Same thing with the Filippo brothers with like Talk to Me and Bring Her Back and stuff. Is like, you know, this next generation is coming from like these online spaces and like who have already had these followings for years and years, and now people, you know, like around our age and younger, like Gen Zers, young millennials who grew up following these people, we're going to see these new things because like we know them, and that's where we're going to see over the next few years like the film industry pivot and start to support these kind of you know, people. And it's like and you know, I'm all for it because I think it's lending itself to like people who are coming in with like a lot of experience, who have a lot of respect for these intellectual properties. And yeah, no, I'll keep going to see. So yeah, go see Badlands.
Yes, please do.
Buy the Blu-ray when it comes out.
It's good.
I know I will. There's going to be a lot of deleted scenes and more jokes.
Fun movie. I saw it in the same weekend that I saw Tron Ares.
What'd you think of Tron Ares?
My quick Tron Ares review. Get super blasted, and go see it in the theater because it's super vibey. Oh, the effects are amazing. The music is really good. The vibes are great. Everything else about it fucking sucks. So
Everything else is shit. That's what I heard.
Don't listen to Jared Leto talk or anything anyone says.
Just plug your ears when the 9 Inch Nails score isn't going.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the scenes were fucking awesome, and then the scenes where people talked were some of the worst stuff I've seen all year.
I'm not going to be able to see it in theaters, but I will watch it on my big TV when it comes out to digital. Here's I was about to lie. I was about to say I will buy the 4K Blu-ray just to get the
get the vibes.
But I don't know about that. I don't know if the vibe is worth like that shit's going to be.
Yeah, it's fine.
Expensive.
You don't need to. Not for that movie.
Maybe. But yeah. So props. I think there's a good amount of props to pick from too in this one.
There are.
Yeah. What are we feeling?
All I can think of is weapons.
I like the look of the Weyland Yutani guns in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. They're little blaster guns. Also, in general,
guns.
Yeah, the little flamethrower guns were cool. What else is cool? If I could have like a little like model, but like a bigger model of the big power loader at the end.
Yeah, I kind of
like
want a model
like,
of like his ship or something.
Oh wait, no, I know what I want. His dad's like bone cycle.
Oh yeah, that thing's
Remember
sick.
he rolls up on like the fucking bone hover bike.
Yeah, that
thing's
really cool.
That's what I want. I want Predator Dad's bone cycle.
I kind of want something like Android related. Because I think the androids in this movie are cool. Ironically,
because I know how you hate androids in Alien, but in Predator they're fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think as an alien, anytime that there's not a xenomorph going on, that I'm like just waiting for the xenomorph to show up. But in this movie, they're just like another cool sci-fi thing because I really like the way the makeup looks and everything.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Maybe I'll just take the gun with the flamethrower, but it has to be functional.
Has to actually work. Yeah. No, I think I want either the bone bike or what's it called?
His mask was kind of cool.
His mask was kind of cool. It's not I think you can't do any better than the OG Predator mask, like with the flat nose and like
I really like the prey mask, the bone mask.
With the bone mask, I wasn't a huge fan of that design, honestly. Overall in Prey, I really like Prey, but like design wise, I think for me, I feel like we've always been trying to chase the high of the OG Predator mask.
Yeah,
and
for me, it always seems so smooth and slick. I don't know. It never really. I guess it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Jason X mask. I think,
and that might be why. That might be why it bugs you.
Yeah, maybe. That's probably it.
Yeah, actually, I definitely want. How to put it? As far as like, if in real life, I think what I would really want is a model of the power loader because like even looking at the poster, I liked how I like how it was able to get on all fours like a creature. Like it had like gorilla mode.
I like that vehicle that they were transporting him in. Like I'd like a model of that. I'd like a 2-foot model of that thing.
Yeah, That'd be pretty cool. But if I had the room, like if I had like a big garage of
You just have
movie
full scale
vehicles
that you could drive around.
next to my DeLorean, yeah, it would be the bone bike. That's the ultimate. As far as like one ultimate movie, probably I could have like a Back to the Future DeLorean.
Yeah.
There's this website that is like it's basically like a registry of like people of like you can rent a DeLorean for a special event. Like you can rent a Back to the Future DeLorean to like show up at like your whatever, your wedding, your birthday, like who knows. Yeah, but the thing is that I was on the website, it talks about like you can't drive it.
What?
It said that there's, depending on the contract, you may be able to arrange where you can drive it like within a small, like if you're on like a property, like you might be able to drive it around like a small property, but like you cannot like rent a DeLorean to like drive around town.
Isn't there a company that makes like new DeLorean parts? Like I think that there's like, there's a few companies that make like new parts to spec for DeLorean. I feel like you can. I feel like you get away with letting someone drive your fucking DeLorean.
Well, with that,
people
this
are going to
service
go
I'm
88 miles an hour
and crash.
Yeah.
They said it's for insurance reasons, but it's like I don't know, whatever. Because for me, like I want to be rolling around town, and that's the whole point.
I want to drive it around for like a day.
I want people to look at the car and be like, "Fuck." What's it called? But yeah, Predator Badlands. Yeah, go see it. It's a lot of fun. See it. Long story short, AVP 3. Like I said, the Alien vs Predator 3 review is an episode that will exist in the future. That
Absolutely
is a future episode. Whether or not
I'm excited to see it, even if it looks like ass.
Even if it sucks, I'm excited to talk about it.
I want to see a new one.
Yeah, just we'll see whatever they got. We'll take it. We'll judge it. We'll judge
we
it.
will stand
and
in judgment.
I don't want to make this promise, but maybe I have an urge right now. I think I'm gonna go totally legally download a bunch of Alien vs Predator comics.
Hell yeah!
And I'll do my research. I'll be fully maxed out on my lore.
Yeah.
I'll be fully maxed out on my lore. When that eventually comes out. But yeah, folks, this has been Midnight Movie Gang. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. What's it called? This episode's going to come out the week after. Not this upcoming week, but next week. Basically, this movie will have been out for about 2 weeks when this episode comes out. So hopefully you've seen it. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully people are still seeing it. Go to www.midnightmoviegang.com to get some links to our YouTube channel, to our Patreon, to all of our stuff. Check out the Enter the Video Store section where you can buy DIY tapes, modern movie tapes of all as we didn't get out. We sold 3 so far.
Hell yeah.
Fucking rolling in it.
That's sick. 3 people.
And 3 people. One of which was a buddy of mine from college, but the other 2 strangers.
Nice.
But yeah, folks, thank you so much for listening again. Stay tuned. We're probably going to talk about, you and me, Joseph, are probably going to talk about Blade Runner next time.
Yeah.
We got some other episodes cooking in the vat, so please stay tuned for that. And yeah, good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
So, here we go. With child expectations and complexes which the police authorities at James Todd believe to be the lover of Miss Williams, and her partner in the horrible murder of Walter Grant, everybody, and I'm here to hold on. Oh, please tell me where this going. Please tell me. Sorry, I don't know. How old could I got in here? Please take us to Albany on 6 o'clock train tonight. What do you think? Special agent.